Hey everyone, it's Phil with Ball Bowler. So I'm here doing a little behind the scenes video. First, my apologies on the shakiness of this. I'm holding my phone and looking at my computer screen. I don't have a way to record, unfortunately, other than this, but I'm going to go through this as well as I can. I did have a request. Can I see some of the code for the pin setter? And I'm going to show this to you a little bit, and I want to make basically the younger followers aware of an option that you probably don't even know exists. So I talk to many high school and junior high school students when we're at shows, and a lot of them are into coding, but it's what I call text-based coding. So basically, what you do with an Arduino or Raspberry Pi, that type stuff. They're not even aware that programmable logic controllers, which is what we use, it's PLC for short, exist. And this is an example of PLC code. What it is, there's what they call ladder logic. So this is actually, it looks like a ladder, as you can see, and you have inputs and outputs. So this side of the screen is all the inputs, and as we go over here, you see we have a line. This designates all the outputs. And essentially what you do is you build um, code on these rungs so that if this statement becomes true, then it produces an output. So that's kind of a simplified explanation of it. This type of equipment is used in industrial automation. We use it because it's very quick and easy to change on the fly. And the nice feature about this is that I can actually sit here and watch this program run. I don't actually have this hooked up to a PLC right now, but if I did, you could see some of these inputs and outputs would be blue. They would indicate that they were active. So if I'm having an issue or we're developing something new and I kind of want to see what's going on, I can go in and watch things live. So that actually makes it very useful to troubleshoot. As far as ladder logic, you do need to plan your programs because things do read top to bottom, left to right. I'm not really familiar with text-based coding, so I'm not sure how that works. But you do need to plan things out. And if you're looking at a career opportunity down the road, I know a lot of youth today like the coding. This might be something you want to look into. Industrial automation. This is ladder logic. This is what we have available for the PLCs that we use. There are many different brands of PLCs, and within those brands, there are many different models. And some of the models are higher end. They have much more functionality than what we have here, and they also have different programming methods. So, it's something to consider for your future. But this is what the program looks like. It's quite a long program. I'm going to scroll down for a little bit so you can kind of see. We've designated it into sections so it makes it easy to go in and troubleshoot. So here I have power on, cycle delay timers, test cycle. It's kind of descriptive. These are just notes that we put in there, and then you can see each input. This is called an address, this T16 what I'm doing right here. And then we can put a description in there. And then over here is the output. And again, it gets an address, and you can put a description in here. This is actually a timer, so I can go in and set the time point for the timer. And this one is an off delay. So what happens is, for example, if this rung goes true, all these things are active, then this timer will run. And as soon as it starts running, it's going to count 500 milliseconds. That's what this timer is, because you can see I have the milliseconds here. And then once it's done, it's going to shut off. But while it's on, this output is active. So I'm using that output somewhere else in the program to perform a task, but I only need it to be performed for half a second. So that's just an example of kind of what goes on in the pinsetter brain. And if you have any questions about what you've seen here, leave them in the comments area. I'll answer them as best I can. And again, industrial automation and PLCs is something you want to maybe look at. There are plenty of low-cost options on the market. I can tell you that the brand we use is a Click PLC. I think they start off around $60. We have one of the more higher-end ones for what we're doing. But there's even cheaper, lower-cost PLCs than that. It's all based on inputs and outputs, the number available. and what you needed to do. So something to look into if you're bored and want to do a little more investigation about PLCs. If you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments and I'll answer them as best I can.